Welcome to tonight's broadcast on RTC TV4. This is Tim Gearhart with my partner, the captain, Shay Caston, in Winamac. I'm looking forward to a Winamac Warriors-Rochester Zebra game. Zebras are coached tonight by the varsity coach, Brian Jennings, and JV coach, Austin. I'm not even going to try his last name, actually. Winamac Warriors tonight are coached by our varsity coach, Cole Croft, JV coach, Carrie Johnson, and her husband, varsity assistant coach, Kyle Johnson, and Stephanie Smith. Shay, looking forward to this game tonight. What do you think we got in front of us?
Boy, I don't know. Our common opponents, Lewis Cass, we beat them pretty good, and looks like Rochester beat them by about 30. So I don't know what to expect. I know we're going to come out and press and play aggressive defense. I'm not sure about Rochester. I think the JV pressed a little bit and played some zones, so that might, I'm guessing the varsity will do the same.
Absolutely. Let's see a quick introduction of Winamac Lady Warriors. Welcome back to tonight's coverage. This is Tim Gearhart with the captain, Shay Caston. Don't know a whole lot about the Rochester Lady Zebras. I know there's a lot of Rochester fans probably tuning in, so we'll apologize ahead of time that are a little bit naive. This is our fourth game broadcast, and we've had a lot of fun.
We have.
Couple of hacks. I was actually talking to. I had lunch with Dave Musselman on Friday. And usually a lot of times they'll pipe his broadcast in from WROI. They'll pipe it into the broadcast when they do it in Rochester.
Okay.
And RTC said that they were going to go ahead and use our broadcast tonight. So
okay.
I'd actually advise people to turn the volume down and turn the radio on. If you want to hear some intelligent commentary. But no, I told Muss, I said I think it's because he's getting a little bit boring now that his oldest daughter Kennedy graduated, and
right.
She's playing college ball now. But
okay.
I tell you, listening to Muss when he had daughters playing was really entertaining. It pretty much was him roasting his daughters the whole time, and he was very unapologetic about it. So
well, that's what a dad's supposed to do, right?
That's what a dad's supposed to do.
I mean, you've done a little bit of that on here with your daughters.
I'm trying to figure out how to do that appropriately. Let's take a word from one of our sponsors tonight.
This is Old You. And this is Now You. Things change. Your insurance should too. Talk to an Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent, and now you can stop knocking on wood.
Speaking of Muss, I think that was one of his advertisements for Farm Bureau.
Oh yeah,
trying to sell some insurance to the viewers.
Well, he probably wants you to get more of those in.
So we got Rochester's 3-2 on the season so far. Both their games that they lost were to 3A schools.
Bigger
Is that
schools.
correct?
Yes, I believe so.
Winamac comes in 5-0, and a big emphasis for the Lady Warriors also been their junior varsity, who's also 5-0. I know talking to Coach Croft, he talks about the importance of the JV program and how the JV works every practice and sets up in the opponent's offense, and a good JV makes your varsity better and pushes them and puts pressure on those girls.
Yeah, in practice you never want to get beat by your JV. You know that from playing sports in high school. It's embarrassing, and the coaches are going to ride you all week if you get beat by the JV. So I'm sure that sure that the varsity is trying their hardest against them.
We're going to jump over to another word from one of our sponsors.
At Co-Alliance Propane, we treat our customers like neighbors because, well, that's what we are. When you trust Co-Alliance Propane as your seriously local propane provider, you're trusting a team of professionals who live, work, and watch the game from right across the county, not the country. A team that's close by and seriously dedicated to your safety and providing the best service possible. Find out more about Co-Alliance Propane's seriously local service and how you can get 50 gallons of propane free at coalliancepropane.com.
Welcome back to the broadcast tonight. This is Tim Gerhardt with Captain Shay Caston. After a word from one of our sponsors, this is live from RTC TV4. I know the first time we broadcast one of those games, Shay, I don't know how many times I botched up RTC TV4. Not that it's particularly a tongue twister, but I just struggle with it, Shay.
It's the two T's there back to back.
They're
That's what
pretty
gets you.
Absolutely. This is a good night for basketball. Saturday night, small town, Indiana. There's just been a lot of energy around this Winamac girls basketball team. So far, I think all their wins have been by pretty significant margins. I'll be interested to see if that might not be the case tonight. I think this Rochester Lady Zebras team is here to play. They got some taller girls, and like I said, I don't know a bunch about them. But I believe when they can work that ball inside, they got some height underneath. That might be an area where Winamac's vulnerable tonight.
Right, and they play a tough schedule, or their conference, is fairly tough, and they're traditionally have been a really strong team. So I think that we're going to have our hands full, I think.
Absolutely, kind of a fun rivalry really between Winamac and Rochester over the years.
It is.
A lot of crossover, a lot of families that know each other. Different kids that play sports with kids from Rochester. My daughters played for several years. Actually, played on a travel softball team that was coached by. My oldest daughter played for Dave Musselman, and my younger daughter played for Steve Coleman, who's also a Rochester guy, and they have kids that go to Rochester, so they play with a lot of Rochester kids, and just kind of fun when they grow up and then they're playing against each other and playing sports. That's a good time.
Yeah, and I think it kind of takes away from the nastiness of the rivalry. You didn't have that years ago. You just played with your hometown kids, and then you'd go. Now they're all friends, with social media and playing with each other or whatever. So
yeah, the world is a smaller place, isn't it?
It is.
Hey, I want to throw a shout out to Eric Dexter and his family that are tuning in from Logansport. We're going to jump into another word from our sponsor.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. RTC Fiber Communications. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout north central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank. Online at First.
Welcome back to tonight's broadcast here in Winamac, where the Winamac Lady Warriors will be tipping off with the Lady Zebras here in just a little while. Shay, there's really been pretty good turnout. It's not an overly impressive crowd tonight, but it has been a pretty good turnout for most of these girls basketball teams.
It has been. Rochester travels well, and it looks like they're well represented down here, so below us. So we should get kind of crazy in here, especially if it's a good game.
I think it's going to be interesting. A lot of time goes into what this pregame looks like beforehand, and they try to make it look like a college or NBA game.
Yeah, I'm not sold.
You're not into the strobe lights and the loud music.
Every time the lights shut off, it gets me every time.
Please rise and remove your hats while the national anthem is performed tonight by Winamac Jr., Jenna Zeiger.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's
Jenna Zeider. She gets better and better every time she does that national anthem, doesn't she?
That was a great job.
Well, I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Thanks for coming out tonight. Good evening and welcome to Winnebago Community High School for tonight's varsity matchup between the Rochester Lady Zebras and your very own Winnebago Lady Warriors. Tonight's starting lineups.
I think we're going to do a quick zoom in on the Bailey family. They have a daughter that that's playing or that's actually watching the game tonight in Kansas. Danielle, there's her family getting crazy over there. So very good.
At forward, junior number 14, Jenny Isbell. At guard, junior number 11, Jordan Jennings. At forward, sophomore number 32, Hickman Rogers. And at center, junior number 40, Mackenzie McPhee. The Lady Zebras are coached by Brian Jennings.
Here's your strobe lights, Shay.
Yeah.
You probably don't even have Christmas lights hung up outside, do you?
My wife does. I don't have anything to do with that. She starts putting them up and I leave for the day.
Right,
so.
yeah. All right, we're getting set for the tip-off. Maggie Smith's probably going to be taking the ball on the tip tonight.
Yep, she is. And I would guess the Kinsey McKee for Rochester. Nope.
No, it looks like
Mercedes Brown.
Yep, Mercedes going to take it
Okay.
tonight.
Looks like we got something on the floor here.
I like it.
All right. Now we got that taken care of. We can get started here.
Oh, there must be another something out there.
Was it candy? Somebody dropped some candy
That's
out there? All right.
Athletic director Bill Ball does a nice job cleaning the floor. You never know what's going to happen.
All right. Yeah, I think we're ready again.
Tip goes to Rochester.
Rochester controls the tip. Get it to Macy Brown. She's going to get it over to Isbell. The other Brown there. Drive and shoot. Good defense. Who was that? It was Haley Sanders. Well, she's all over the place.
Yep.
So Sanders brings it up. Finds Laney. Laney's looking to set something up here.
Real tone setter for this Winnemac team is if Haley's one of those key defenders. If she's on her game, that really
her and Blake
really
Bailey both, and they can stay out of foul trouble. This is a nice pass. Bailey faked a little bit there. Rochester's defense, they're playing pretty good D here.
Kind of missed the opportunity with Maggie Smith.
Steal by Brown and ooh. So who was that? It was Mercedes Brown with the steal, and she was fouled by Lainey Joseph at the other end. She'll go to the line for 2.
I mean, Maggie Smith is open underneath the bucket there. If Jillian could have just saw her.
Brown's first shot's up and no good. Off the back of the rim. Second one's up and no good. Off the back of the rim, rebound to Rochester. Shot no good. It's a fight for it. It's going to be a jump ball. Should be Winamac ball. So it looks like Rochester's going to come out in the press. See how we handle it. I don't know that we've really faced too many teams that have pressed. Got it across, just couldn't. Maggie Smith was open again down low, and we couldn't find her. That was a great job by the Rochester defense there. So it's going to be Rochester ball out of bounds. Right in front of their bench. It's going to go to Macy Brown. She'll bring it up. Guarded by, oh, there's another steal by Sanders. She's going to get it over to Laney off her fingertips. Can't get it. Blake Bailey tried to save it, and I think she saved it off Laney, and it went out of bounds. It's going to be Rochester ball again, right in front of their bench.
It might take just a little while for them to get used to playing with the press and get the right tempo down.
Jenny Isbell with the ball.
Blake might have got away with a little bit of a foul there.
Yeah, there was a travel, a great defense. So far, this is a defensive game here.
Absolutely, I mean, 0-0 after a minute and a half.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's really got anything going offensively.
There we go.
She missed the layup. Maggie Smith had a wide open layup, and I think she was a little too wide open.
Yep, she might have done better with some pressure.
Yeah. Inlet, nice pass. Ooh, that's going to be Laney's second. I don't know. I think she got the ball there. Looks like Coach Croft thinks the same thing.
Yep, he's chomping on his gum down there.
Yeah. So it'll be Rochester ball. Isabel to inbound. She's going to find, oh, there's Blake Bailey with the steal. She's going to back it off and almost dribbled it out of bounds. Laney gets saves it. Real sloppy here to start the game. Winamac is. But you got to credit Rochester's defense there.
Yep, the press has gotten in their heads a little bit.
Yeah.
Good cut to the basket from Haley.
Haley Sanders with a long two.
Drains it.
Got it. So Rochester now inbounding. That's the thing. Winamac has to score to really set up their press, and McKee dribbled it out of bounds. I don't think they probably want her to have the ball against the press.
Dribbling down court. I will say I've seen him multiple times try to get the ball underneath the basket, and I kind of feel like that might be one of the keys of the game if they can get that ball to her with some open looks under the basket, Shay.
No, you're right.
I think she has a height advantage.
Looks like the zone's got Winamac a little flustered. There's a Laney shots blocked there, and Macy Brown's going to bring it down. She's going to hit the layup to tie it. So Brum gets it in quick to Laney, up to Haley Sanders, down to Maggie Smith looking for the shot. Her shot's off. Comes back out to Laney. She'll reset. It's to Haley Sanders. Back to Maggie, back to Laney. Laney for three, just off the mark. It's out of bounds. It's going to be Rochester ball. So I like it so far. I like the defense, the defensive game here. Rochester's going to inbound to McKee. She's double teamed quick. There's going to be a jump ball.
Well, Blake Bailey, she's aggressive.
She's all over the place.
She is all over the place. Her sister's watching live out in Kansas. Got to zoom in on her parents before the game started tonight. She is fun to watch. I sure like Blake Bailey.
Yeah. Taylor Jennings is going to come in for the Lady Warriors. For Jillian Brum will get a break. Rochester gets it in. Passes it up to McKee. She drives and she's fouled. Looks like it's going to be on Jennings. Just entered the game.
Foul on Smith.
Now it's going to be on Maggie Smith.
Coach Croft having a few words on the sideline with Blake, talking a little strategy.
That's the third team foul on Winamac already. McKee's first shot's good. So Rochester leads 3-2 here about halfway through the first quarter. McKee's second shot's up and off the rim, no good. Rebound to Rochester, and there's going to be a foul.
That's 2 quick ones on Taylor.
Yeah, they called the last one on Maggie.
Oh, okay.
So this one's going to be on Taylor, though. So it's going to be Jennings first. So 4th team foul for Winamac. So it's going to be Caitlin Rogers, I think. Maybe it's Macy Brown. Their numbers are all mixed up. First one was no good. Second one's up, and she got it. So it's 4-2 Rochester here early. Winamac gets it up to break the press. Haley Sanders with the ball, right in front of the Rochester bench. She looks to drive the baseline. Nothing there. Gets it back out to Laney. Laney over to Blake Bailey. Blake Bailey to Jennings. Jennings back to Blake Bailey. Laney Joseph drives, throws up a shot, in and out. Rochester rebounds.
Rochester yet to draw a foul in this game,
I know.
Shay.
Yeah, no, they're playing really good defense. So.
I think Maggie Smith's going to have her work cut out for her tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they're out rebounding us. Jennings got that rebound, then got it knocked away. They're going to call a foul on, looks like Macy Brown. Yep, foul on Macy Brown.
Foul on Brown.
Her first, team first. So some of the Rochester numbers don't match the player, and some of them aren't even on our list. So I, sorry if we don't get names right. So Haley Sanders with the Warriors for the ball, and she's going to throw it over the head of Taylor Jennings out of bounds. It'll be Rochester ball.
I think Haley thought Taylor was a little bit taller than she actually was on that one.
There's a steal by Taylor, and she knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with Rochester. Rochester will take it out under Winamac's basket here. Get it in, and there's the press. And they're going to throw it away right into the hands of Coach Croft.
Neither team is handling the press well.
No, they're not.
This could end up being quite the chess match tonight.
It could be. So Laney Joseph's going to bring it up for the Warriors. And Winamac's not handling the zone real good.
I think Rochester runs that 2-3 zone quite a bit.
Yeah.
Here he got it underneath the
Got it
Maggie.
in Maggie Smith. She knocked it out, or saved it, I guess, right to Rochester, and here they come. Macy Brown pushing it. Now she's double teamed. So get it back to Brown. She'll reset. Looks to drive. Back up top. It's over to Peterson now with the shot, partially blocked by Maggie Smith. Blocked it right to McKee underneath. Kinsey McKee.
That's probably how that one was drawn up, you suppose.
Yeah. So Blake Bailey's going to throw up a three for the Lady Warriors off the front of the rim. Rebounds off to Rochester. There's a Haley Sanders knocks it away. Be Rochester ball out of bounds in the corner. Rochester gets it in. Crowd wanted to charge there. There's Haley Sanders with another steal. She's going to push. She's going to get it up to Blake Bailey. Bailey's going to be fouled. Let's see if they're going to say she was shooting. She was clear under the basket.
She played the part pretty well.
Hey, she did. She did.
Blake Bailey at the free throw line.
They kind of bailed her out. She was kind of out of control there. The first free throw's up, and it's good.
Blake Bailey now with 33% of Winamac's 3 points tonight.
Second shot's off. Rochester rebounds. And Bailey's right in there and gets a jump ball. She is all over the place defensively. Her and Haley Sanders are fun to watch on the defensive end. So it's going to be Winamac ball under the basket. Lainey Joseph inbounds, finds Blake Bailey. She's going to drive and drives right into McKee, and they're going to get her for a charge. So a charge on Blake Bailey. That's going to be her first, team fifth.
Kind of had a dry spell on fouls there for Winamac.
Yeah, we did. She was talking to the ref about it, wanted to know what she'd done wrong. Rochester gets it into McKee to Macy Brown. Brown's going to drive the baseline, cut off by Maggie Smith. We got a mismatch here. We got things sorted out. There's a three from Rochester, no good. Rebound Maggie Smith for the Warriors. Lainey Joseph's going to push it up across half court. There's a pass to Maggie Smith, and it's going to be blocked by McKee, out of bounds off Rochester. So McKee's been real active down low so far. She's played really well.
Yep, she's
so far in this
been
game.
a disruptor, that's for sure.
There's Maggie Smith, little jumper, no good. Rebounded by Lainey. Lainey turns around, pulls up, got it. So Lainey Joseph's on the board. 5-6 in favor of the Lady Zebras. Winamac's going to set their press up. There's a foul, I don't know. It's going to be a foul on Rochester. Peterson of Rochester. So Blake Bailey will inbound for the Warriors. Gets it to Lainey Joseph. Joseph back to Bailey. Bailey finds Maggie Smith. Goes through her hands. Picked up by Brown from Rochester. She's going to bring it across half court. Guarded by Haley Sanders. There's an inlet pass stolen by Maggie Smith from the Warriors.
Starting to anticipate that ball coming inside now.
Lainey Joseph brings it up, and she's going to be fouled by McKee.
Foul on McKee.
That'll be her first, team fourth.
Yeah, I bet Coach Jennings won't want to see her getting into foul trouble tonight.
Lainey Joseph for three. It's going to be off the mark. Rebounds fought for. Maggie Smith comes away with it. Blake Bailey with a shot, no good. Rebound Rochester. Jenny Isbell got the rebound there. So long two by Rochester, no good. McKee with the rebound, puts it back up, no good. Lainey Joseph rebounds. She's double teamed on the baseline. They're going to get, I think they're going to get McKee with another push. If that's her second, that could be bad.
That could have been on either girl, I think.
Yeah, that's her second. She's going to have to come out of the game. I don't think he'll keep her out for a real long time here. So Lady Warriors ball. Haley Sanders has it. Nowhere to go. Finds Blake Bailey. Bailey back to Sanders. Sanders to Delaney. Laney's going to reset here. Winamac's going to wait for the last shot. There's about 6 seconds left. Lainey Joseph with a long three. It's going to be just short. Rebounds fought for, and time will expire.
So it's 5-6 in favor of the Lady Zebras. We're going to jump to a word from one of our sponsors.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
Kniebel Insurance Agency of Royal Center, offering home, auto, farm, and commercial business insurance tailored to fit your custom needs. We are the smart insurance choice. Contact Kniebel Insurance today for your free quote. The Winnemac Corner Deli. From daily lunch specials to full-service event catering, the Winnemac Corner Deli offers a variety of mouth-watering sandwiches and entrees. Stop by today or reach out to us on Facebook. The Winnemac Corner Deli. Smoking good food.
Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production. This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
Kniebel Insurance Agency of Royal Center, offering home, auto, farm, and commercial business insurance tailored to fit your custom needs. We are the smart insurance choice. Contact Kniebel Insurance today for your free quote. The Winnemac Corner Deli. From daily lunch specials to full-service event catering, the Winnemac Corner Deli offers a variety of mouth-watering sandwiches and entrees. Stop by today.
All right, welcome back to tonight's coverage of RTC TV4. This is Tim Gerhardt with my partner, the captain, Shay Caston. We got a 5-6 barn burner after a quarter of basketball. It's been a physical game. It's been defense, and been kind of out of control, which
It's been sloppy.
It's a little sloppy, but I like it.
Yeah, no, I love the defense. Both teams are really aggressive defensively, so let's see if we can get things settled down here and they can play some offense. It'll be Rochester ball here to start the second half, and looks like Rochester knocked it out of bounds. It'll be Winnemac ball. Got
tripped up by Blake Bailey. I know it's surprising to see her involved in a situation where a girl trips.
She's just so fast and long, defensively that it's hard. Not sure. Looks like she threw it away. I thought maybe Rochester touched it, but they didn't. The ref was right there, so I'll trust him.
You have more faith than I do, Shay.
Rochester ball. Winnemac will set their press up here. So they're having trouble getting it in. They get it into Macy Brown. She's double teamed. There's Blake Bailey. Or no, that was Ashley Keller. Ashley Keller into the game for the Lady Warriors.
Just barely got across the line.
Yeah.
Oh, the crowd wants a carry there. I don't think she carried.
Long three by Rochester. No good. Saved, and Maggie Smith comes away with the rebound. Or the steal, I guess. So Blake Bailey's going to bring it up now. Lainey Joseph's taking a break on the bench. And here's Ashley Keller for a long two, just off the mark. Bailey rebounds. Bailey with the ball. She's going to get it to Ashley Keller. Keller thought about it. Finds Maggie Smith to Blake Bailey for three, just off the mark. Rochester comes away with the rebound. They're going to push it up to long past Isabel. She missed the layup. Maggie Smith for Winnemac rebounds, and here come the Warriors. Blake Bailey's going to slow it up here. Finds Haley Sanders. Sanders back to Bailey.
Yeah, that bucket is rather elusive tonight.
It is. Winnemac's not shooting good. There's Ashley Keller with a wild shot. Can't get it. So Rochester rebounds and close to a travel. I think she held her foot. So Rochester's ball. You drive.
Coach Croft looking pretty impatient over on the sidelines.
And there's Blake Bailey with another steal. Layup's no good. Pretty good defense there. Ashley Keller thought about shooting it. Doesn't. Taylor Jennings with the layup, and she got it. So
those are the first points in the quarter, Shay.
So we're not quite 2.5 minutes into the quarter, and that's the first bucket. There's going to be a Rochester timeout.
We're going to jump over to one of our sponsors.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies. all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. The lawyers and staff at Peterson, Wagoner & Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Welcome back to tonight's coverage, RTC TV, for the matchup between the Winamac Lady Warriors and the Rochester Zebras. We got a 7-6 score. I was thinking about this, Shay. The collective total points so far, you know, a partial way into the second quarter is 13, but there's a total of 10 fouls. And you know, we only got 3 more points on the board than we have fouls up there. That's crazy.
That is. Yeah, it's neither team's shooting real good, and the defense has a lot to do with that. So Rochester's going to inbound here after the Jennings bucket and the timeout.
It's like Coach Jennings brought McKee back in the game.
Yeah, she's a difference maker down there. Great defense by the Warriors, and there's looks like it's Blake Bailey on the floor going after the ball.
That's quite a surprise.
So I think Ashley Keller knocked it away, and Bailey was right there to jump on it. So it'll be a jump ball, Lady Warriors ball. Taylor Jennings will inbound to Haley Sanders. Sanders brings it up, finds Ashley Keller. Keller to Blake Bailey. Bailey over to Sanders, Sanders to Maggie Smith, Smith back to Sanders. Sanders looking for somebody. She's going to find Ashley Keller. There's Blake Bailey with the ball, finds Maggie Smith. Ashley Keller. Keller's shot's blocked by McKee. Maggie Smith gets the loose ball and shoots it, and it's blocked. Rochester ball.
There's been a lot of blocked balls tonight.
There has.
On both sides of the court.
Yeah. Haley Sanders is going to knock that ball away. They'll stay with Rochester. So it looks like Jillian Brum's coming back in for the Lady Warriors, and Peterson back in for the Lady Zebras. Brum comes back in for Taylor Jennings. Kendall Johnson's coming in also. The 6-foot freshman will come in for Haley Sanders. So Macy Brown with the ball for the Lady Zebras.
He finally calls the carry.
Called the carry. I was watching down low. I didn't see it. I was watching McKee and Maggie Smith working down there. They were getting with it.
That's a fun matchup to watch.
It is.
Maggie's had a lot of success this season. She just has a tough task tonight.
Yeah, and there's a steal by Rochester. Is that Peterson?
Oh, she saw the referee, and he had zebra colors.
Oh, and they're going to get, there's a loose ball. They're going to get, I think, Peterson for the foul.
Foul on Peterson.
She shoved Ashley Keller.
I think she might have looked over and saw the ref with the black and white stripes and thought that was her teammate.
That's going to be Peterson's third. She's going to have to come out of the game. Kendall Johnson, the freshman, bringing the ball up for the Lady Warriors. Finds Ashley Keller to Blake Bailey. Blake Bailey to Maggie Smith. Ball's knocked out of bounds by the Lady Zebras. It'll be Winamac ball.
This 2-3 zone is just really working on Winamac's nerves.
They can't get in a rhythm here. So Jillian Brum's going to inbound. Inbounds to Blake Bailey. Blake Bailey to Keller. Keller finds Kendall Johnson. Back to Bailey. Maggie Smith down low. She was triple teamed. Blake Bailey for 3. Can't get it. Maggie Smith with the rebound. Puts it back up. Can't get it. Her second attempt's no good. Rebound, Lady Zebras. So they'll bring the ball up. So there's a inlet pass to McKee. Maggie Smith steals it, and I think she was fouled by McKee. That'll be her third.
Maggie does a nice job defensively that time.
She did.
Anticipating that pass and coming away with the ball.
No, it's not. It's going to be on
Rogers.
On Rogers.
Maggie Smith at the free throw line.
Coach Jenny's going to be pleased that wasn't on McKee, I think.
Yeah.
And spread the foul love.
He's going to take her out anyway. I think that was a little too close for comfort there. So Maggie Smith will be shooting 2, or 1-1, I guess. Her first one's no good. Blake Bailey with the rebound. Find Kendall Johnson. Little pull-ups blocked. Oh, no, it's white ball. Okay. Say Rochester got the ball and stepped out of bounds. The ref initially pointed to Rochester ball, but he got it right. So Kendall Johnson's going to inbound. Finds Ashley Keller. Kind of knocked away, but she gets it back. Keller gets it over to Brum.
Neither team looks particularly comfortable.
No, Winamac don't look comfortable at all. Blake Bailey's going to drive and has it knocked away. There's a scrum for it down there. Blake Bailey came flying in there to keep that ball alive.
Now you tell me with all those arms flailing around that there's no penalty.
There was 2 girls laying out of bounds, and they didn't call it out of bounds. You know, I think it could have been out on either one of them. So there's a steal by Ashley Keller. She thought about the shot. Gets it to Jillian Brum. Jillian Brum double dribbled. So it's going to go right back to the Lady Z's. So Zebras will inbound.
Got a 7-6 score. Winamac leading the Lady Zebras by 1 point. Winamac has 5 fouls to the Zebras 7. So total points 13, total fouls 12.
We're getting closer.
We're getting closer. I think we're going to break even soon.
Yeah. Zebras are just having all kinds of problems with the Winamac press here. Ashley Keller's been real active defensively. They're gonna get Blake Bailey with a foul. It's her second. Haley Sanders is gonna come back in the game, it looks like. Come back in for Bailey.
So it's 7-6 Winamac, but foul-wise, it's 6-7 Zebras.
Hey, I like that, Tim.
I like it too.
You know what, Tim? I like that.
That's about the extent to which I'm going to be able to break it down tonight.
Zebras ball. It's going to be Haley Sanders knocks it out. It'll go back to the Lady Zebras.
I like how innocent Haley looks.
Yeah.
As soon as she does that, she just kind of steps away like I didn't do anything.
She's got a smile on her face down there. So Zebras can't get much going with our defense either. You know, Maggie Smith's quite the presence down there.
Yeah, she's doing a nice job.
They're kind of taking their time. There's a long two way off the mark. Rebound Ashley Keller. Keller's got some nice minutes this game. Pass stolen. Blocked by Haley Sanders. They're going to get her for a foul.
The Winamac cheer blocks looking for some justice there. They thought it was all ball.
So it'll be 2 free throws here for, I think that's Macy Brown. So the junior will.
I'm gonna quit beating this drum, but right now there's more fouls in the game than points.
And there still is.
And there still is.
So Brown's first shot's no good.
Looking to tie the points and the fouls with this next shot. I can't help it. I'm stuck on that.
Second shot's up, and it's no good. Maggie Smith comes away with it for the Lady Warriors. Finds Ashley Keller. Keller to Sanders. Sanders way up court to Kendall Johnson. Johnson to Sanders to Keller. To Brum. Back to Keller. Thought about shooting. Pulls it back out.
So just a couple minutes to go in the half here.
2 minutes to go. Jillian Brum gets it. They're just plugging that lane. Winamac can't get anything down low. So the zone's been really effective for Rochester tonight. Rochester ball now. Top of the key. There's another steal and scrum for it on the floor. Rochester comes away with it. Macy Brown's shot was blocked by Kendall Johnson.
Freshman Kendall Johnson, yeah, that was awesome.
That was. Ashley Keller pushing it. She's going to be fouled. It's like Batten with the foul there. So Ashley Keller will go to the line for a 1-on-1.
Foul on Batten.
So Keller really pushed the issue that time, bringing it up the floor. Jillian Brum comes back out of the game for Taylor Jennings. Keller's first is no good. Rebound, Rochester. They're going to push it up the floor here, now decide to back it off. Macy Brown with the ball for Rochester. Guarded by Haley Sanders. So Brown with the ball again, finds Batten. Batten to Mercedes Brown. Back to Macy Brown. Batten thought about the three. Guarded by Kendall Johnson. Good defense by Kendall. Under a minute to go now in the half. Ashley Keller got her hand in there and knocked it away. And Rochester keeps possession. Macy Brown, long three off the mark. Rebounded by Maggie Smith for the Lady Warriors. Kendall Johnson, the freshman, is going to bring it up. Finds Haley Sanders. Under 30 seconds to go. See what Winamac does here. Looks like they're going to wait for the last shot. Kendall thought about it. Back to Kendall, into Taylor Jennings. Knocked away. It'll be Winamac ball with 13.9 seconds left. And Jenny Isbell comes back in for the Lady Zebras. Kendall Johnson will inbound for the Warriors. Finds Ashley Keller. Keller's wide open, takes the three. She got it. Big shot by Ashley Keller. So there's a pass, is going to be out of bounds. There's going to be just over a second left.
Ashley hesitated for a second there. I didn't think she was going to shoot it, and she discovered how open she was.
So yeah, no, I think they wanted to wait, but she was so wide open. So there's a little discussion about where the ball is. I don't think anybody touched it, but they're going to give Winamac the ball at the far end. They were thinking that maybe it should have been underneath Winamac's basket. The ball's going to be knocked away and shot up, no good. So at the end of the first half, it's going to be Winamac 10, the Lady Zebras 6.
We're going to jump over to a word from one of our sponsors.
This is Old You. And this is Now You.
5 wears his fire hat and coat in the wind.
Things change. Your insurance should too. Talk to an Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent. And now you can stop knocking on wood.
At Co-Alliance, we understand the importance of community. After all, we've been farmer-owned since the 1920s. And now that we're a part of your community, we want to become your total agronomy solutions provider. Co-Alliance offers the latest in ag technology for your operation. From field scouting and fertilizers to premium seed and precision agriculture, we can help take your operation to the next level. Put the resources of your local cooperative to work. Contact Co-Alliance today.
First Federal Savings Bank has provided mortgage loans for over 50 years.
We're now offering commercial loans to support our local businesses.
We offer business loans for real estate, equipment, lines of credit, and investments. We also offer Simply Free business checking for all your banking needs.
Contact Lindy Breeden, our business lending expert, to take the worry out of your business banking.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
Welcome back to tonight's coverage of the game between the Winamac Lady Warriors and the Rochester Lady Zebras. This is Tim Gearhart with my partner, the captain, Shay Caston. Shay, this is a low-scoring affair. What is going on in Winamac tonight?
Well, I don't know. I like the defense, but Winamac's struggling with the zone. and you know their Winamax press is giving Rochester all kinds of fits. You know,
and even when we're getting open looks, Winamax getting open looks underneath, we're throwing the ball up there and we just can't get a bucket.
Yeah, they're Rochester's plugging the lane. We get it in there, and they're triple teaming our post players. Laney Joseph, our leading scorer, had to set out quite a bit of that first half with foul trouble. But yeah, it's rough out there. You know, Blake Bailey and Haley Sanders they're all over the place, knocking balls away, and it's kind of hard to watch at times.
Well, you know, we're gonna jump into a sponsor, and then I think we have our Winamax football coach, Coach Barr, that's going to be joining us for a quick chat. So after a word from this sponsor.
This is old you. And this is now you. Things change. Your insurance should too. Talk to an Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent, and now you can stop knocking on wood.
Welcome back to tonight's coverage of the Winamac Warriors and the Rochester Zebras. This is Tim Gearhart, and I'm joined with Winamax football coach Craig Barr. Coach, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing well.
Fantastic. What do you think of this game? This is really interesting.
I tell you what, I like watching our girls play. They play so hard. Now they can't put the ball in the basket tonight.
Yeah. Both teams are having trouble.
They're both having trouble with that, but you know it's fun watching girls. You know, Cole's got those kids playing so hard and diving after balls, and you know I just like watching them play. It's the way it should be played.
I think what was his motto? Bring the chaos. Something about chaos, right?
Yeah.
And that is definitely what I'm seeing tonight is some chaos.
It is chaos. I was just talking to Dr. Anderson, and there's 16 points scored in the first half, but I bet there's like 19 turnovers in the first half.
There were a ton. I was starting to keep track of turnovers, but I had trouble keeping up on that stat, Coach. At one point, we actually, about midway through the second quarter, we had more fouls collectively than there were points on the board. And I thought that deep into a high school basketball game, that can't be something that happens very often.
No, shoot. Winamac, we've scored, the other night? We had in mid-30s to 40 at halftime.
Yeah.
In comparison to 10 tonight.
Yeah, we've just had trouble. And I don't know, that 2-3 zone, there's a kid, that McKee from Rochester, that's really been playing tough underneath, and I think she's been disruptive. But something about that 2-3 zone, all these Rochester girls, they just must be up for this game tonight and getting in the Winamac girls' heads a little bit.
There's a lot of connection between Rochester and Winamac, and some of the coaches know each other, and you know, so I think it's a good, healthy rivalry between two schools for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. Any thoughts about football? I'm sure you don't quit thinking about football just because the season's over, do you?
Oh no, it's a year-round process, and you know I watched today. I had a tough time at noon today. I was trying to watch the Purdue IU game and the Ohio State Michigan game and the Pioneer game. Yeah. So I guess congratulations to Pioneer. They won 60-0 today.
Isn't that incredible for a state championship, 60-0?
It is incredible to be able to do it, and they only had 4 teams score on them. And Coach Barry's a friend of mine, and not only are they talented, they just do it the right way. They play hard, they play physical, they work at it, they prepare well, and you know, it's Coach Barry looks like he should be instilled in high school, but he's won back-to-back state titles, and so yeah. So no, we've got things going. Our kids, we try to encourage our football kids to get as many sports, play basketball and wrestle, and you know, I tell them, I said, you know, go compete in all the sports, and I'll stop by your practice to see. And my only question I'll ask your coach is he the hardest working kid in the court or on the mat? And you know, that's just what we're trying to teach and trying to get our kids to do, and that's just good for football and all of our sports.
You know, that's one nice thing about living in a small community and the camaraderie really within the sports culture locally. There's a lot of schools where if you focus in on one sport, that coach may really discourage you from playing other sports. But really here, it just seems like all the coaches support one another, and they don't try to encourage their kids to be exclusive to one sport. They want them to be well-rounded. And in small schools, if you don't have that kind of encouragement, then your various programs just suffer.
Oh, absolutely. Coming from Noblesville as the head coach, we had 2,500 students, and we still shared kids with a basketball coach, basketball program, and baseball programs, and we worked with each other, and kids shot during football season. A name in this community, Dave McCullough, was the basketball coach there that used to be at North Judson, and I were the football coach, and basketball kids would come in and shoot during football season, and my quarterbacks and receivers would throw during basketball season before school, and it's just a good relationship, and we've been doing that same thing here with Coach Johnson and now with Coach Hugler.
Absolutely, you can't say enough about relationships and just showing mutual respect to one another. That's fantastic. Coach, as we wrap up, you got anybody you want to throw a shout out to on Thanksgiving weekend that might be listening back home?
Well, my family is here. I had a wonderful weekend with my family being in town, and I don't know if anybody else. My mother is in Texas visiting my brother this weekend for Thanksgiving, so I'm sure she's probably not watching, but I appreciate it. I'm just excited. I hope the second half, I'm sure, that pressure defense that Winamac girls play, it'll wear Rochester out. And I'm not a prognosticator, but I bet they win by 15 before it's all over, because I think they'll start turning the ball over and they'll wear Rochester out come the fourth quarter.
I'm not sure I would have wanted to be in the locker room at halftime if I'm a Winamac player. I think they probably had some pretty heated discussions out there, and then they come out and walk out on the court listening to Johnny Denver, and that's only in Winamac, Coach.
I tell you what, I coached at Lawrence North in Noblesville, and they didn't play John Denver when I coached at Lawrence North down in the city. But I also, at halftime, the things you see at halftime, Coach Johnson, sometimes for me, even at halftimes in football, I had to be talking. Sometimes I just needed to stop talking and let Coach Johnson take over. And Cole probably does a little bit of that too.
Yeah, they're pretty uniquely positioned at Winamac to have basically three head coaches coaching this Winamac team. We're real fortunate to have him. Coach Craig Barr, I appreciate you showing up this RTC TV 4.
At Co-Alliance Propane, we treat our customers like neighbors because, well, that's what we are. When you trust Co-Alliance Propane as your seriously local propane provider, you're trusting a team of professionals who live, work, and watch the game from right across the county, not the country. A team that's close by and seriously dedicated to your safety and providing the best service possible. Find out more about Co-Alliance Propane's seriously local service and how you can get 50 gallons of propane free at coalliancepropane.com.
Welcome back to
At Co-Alliance Propane, we treat our customers like neighbors because, well, that's what we are. When you trust Co-Alliance Propane as your seriously local propane provider, you're trusting a team of professionals who live, work, and watch the game from right across the county, not the country. A team that's close by and seriously dedicated to your safety and providing the best service possible. Find out more about Co-Alliance Propane's seriously local service and how you can get 50 gallons of propane free at coalliancepropane.com.
Welcome back to tonight's coverage of RTC TV 4. This is Tim Gearhart with my partner, the captain, Shay Caston. Shay, what do you think, man?
Well, I don't know what to think. I mean, good defense on both sides. Offense, neither team could really get in a rhythm offensively. Winamac missed several layups. Rochester did too. But, you got to give credit to the defenses.
Absolutely. These girls are playing hard tonight.
They are.
Chaotic, physical kind of ball game. 10-6 at halftime. That's incredible.
Yeah. It's been pretty sloppy offensively. So let's see what we got here. Let's see what adjustments both coaches have made. Right there, Haley Sanders knocks one away right off the bat. So
she's done that several times tonight.
So it'll be Rochester ball. Macy Brown inbounding. There's a steal by Maggie Smith of Winamac. Blake Bailey brings it up. Finds Haley Sanders, who takes it in for the layup. Got it. So Winamac's going to try and set their press up here. Rochester having trouble getting it in. Finally get it in. Double team comes. Ball knocked away. Macy Brown comes away with it, and she overthrows her. Who was that? Was that Mercedes Brown?
She was wide open.
She was. Just couldn't quite get it to her. So be Winamac ball. So that, you know, there they score right away and set the press up, and that's really what they need to do.
I'm kind of surprised Rochester didn't set the press up to start the half. That worked really well for him the first half.
Winamac works that good. Maggie Smith's going to draw the foul underneath. Almost got the and one.
Is that number 4 on McKee?
I think it's, no, they got it on Brown. Okay. It's her second. Team first for the half. So Maggie Smith for 2 here. First one's up and strong. So we're just not shooting. I don't think we've recovered from Thanksgiving yet. I think we're just not shooting good.
Turkey hangover.
I think so. Maggie's second attempt's up, and she got it. So here comes the press again for the Lady Warriors. Rochester gets it in. Double team comes. Steal by Brum. And call Winamac ball out of bounds off Rochester. So
Coach Croft getting animated on the sidelines.
Yeah, he is. So Lainey Joseph with the ball. She said a lot that half, so let's see if Lainey can get going here. Gets it into Maggie Smith, blocked. They're going to call a jump ball.
Good call by the
referee.
It
was a real good call. Great defense by McKee. So it'll be Lady Warrior ball underneath the basket. Lainey Joseph will inbound. Finds Haley Sanders, thought about the 3. Lainey comes up with it. And Blake Bailey into Maggie Smith.
Good
to Jillian Brum.
Jillian
Brum with the bucket. The Lady Warriors set it up again. Coach Jennings for Rochester is going to call a timeout here.
We're gonna cut to one of our sponsors.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. RTC Fiber Communications. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout North Central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank. Online at firstfederalbanking.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Welcome back to tonight's coverage, RTC TV4. This is Tim Gerhart with my partner, the captain, Shea Caston.
Rochester gets it in this time, gets it across the 10-second line. Winamac still double teaming. There's another near steal. Lainey Joseph knocked it away.
Blake Bailey on the ground again.
Maggie Smith, she just took it. She just reached in there and took the ball from Rochester. Lainey Joseph bring it up. She's going to drive, throws up a shot, and they're going to get McKee with a foul. She took a step back. She was in good position and took a little step back.
Coach Jennings not pleased with that call.
She did. She took just a step. If she would have just stayed still, she would have got the call.
Yep. So Coach Jennings just demonstrating the hand movements of McKee on that. And didn't look like the referee was buying it.
Lainey's first shot's up and good. So here comes her second one. And she got them both. So 2 for Lainey. Ball comes into Macy Brown, gets it to Isbell, brings it up. Lady Warriors, it's Blake Bailey there, and Haley Sanders are going to try and set up the double team. They're going to get a foul on Haley Sanders. They're going to call her for a block. So Rochester will inbound the ball right in front of their bench.
It's only Haley's second foul.
Yeah, that's pretty good for her. Get the pass in, knocked away by Brum. Maggie Smith comes up with it. It'll be Lady Warriors ball. Lainey pushing it. Lainey's going to drive and shoot. Comes up short. McKee's with the board. Macy Brown will bring it up for the Lady Zebras. And Lainey Joseph just, I'm not sure what happened there. Brown was on the floor. They didn't call a foul.
It's like the referee wasn't quite sure what happened there either. He kind of paused and thought about it a second.
Probably could have been a foul on Lainey there. Coach Jennings definitely thinks it was a foul.
Yeah. He's starting to get a little frustrated.
Yeah.
I don't blame him.
No, that was probably a foul. Haley Sanders for a long 2 off the mark. It's going to be a foul. No, they're going to call a jump ball.
I will say the officiating tonight, they're letting them play some ball.
They are.
They're letting it be a physical game, which I don't mind. I just assume see a physical.
Yeah, I'm okay with that, but then don't call a little touch foul, you know. So there, Rochester broke the press really good that time, and they're going to get Maggie Smith on a block. Well, the Rochester crowd comes alive on that. They've called a foul.
Foul on Smith.
It's her second, team's second.
Rochester yet to score in this half. 2 minutes and 20 seconds in.
Isabel inbound. Great defense there by Winamac. Is that Brown thought about a 3. No, gets it into McKee. She's going to be fouled by Jillian Brum.
Looked like that one could have been on Jillian or Haley, either one, really.
Yeah, it's going to be Brum's first. I think Haley's only got 2, so McKee at the line. Her first attempt short off the front of the rim.
Winamac, they have to run a wind sprint for every missed 3 throw. What do you think about for Rochester? They have to do something similar?
I bet they have to do something. I bet Coach Jennings will have them running. Her second attempt's no good. Rebound comes off to Maggie Smith. Lainey Joseph now pushing the ball up. She's going to back it off. She drives, it shoots, all hard off the back of the board, no good. They're going to get a foul. I don't know who that was on.
I think it's going to be on Maggie.
Maggie Smith again. I guess they called her over the back. I didn't see that one, but
Coach Croft not happy with that call at all.
Yeah. So there's some bad calls both ways here.
I think the officials are getting to know both coaches pretty well tonight.
Yes,
Shay.
they are. Macy Brown drives, and I just don't know what you can call right there. I mean, they're going to call Lainey on a foul. They're going to say she was shooting. Wow.
Macy Brown at the free throw.
Okay.
I'm being intentionally silent right now.
Yeah. Wow. I didn't even know if it was a foul, let alone a shooting foul.
Yeah. I'm rather confused, Shay.
She was kind of going away from the basket. Her first attempt's no good. We'll get back to the game here. Second one's up and good. So Rochester pressing now. Lainey Joseph bringing the ball up.
That's Macy's 3rd point of the game.
Dribbled it off
wide
her
open
foot.
lane.
Shots up and good. So Rochester kind of making a little run here. Jillian Brum will bring it in, finds Haley Sanders. Sanders going to dribble. She's going to be fouled. There's another one. That probably wasn't a foul on Rochester. Coach Jennings isn't too upset, so.
Now that last bucket was made by Cammie Burkett. She was listed with a different number on our thing.
Okay.
She's number 1, so that's her first bucket of the game tonight.
So Winamac threw the ball away, and Rochester has it now. They're gonna get a foul there on Maggie Smith. Looked like a clean block. Well, the refs are on a real roll here.
This game is crazy.
That's the 4th foul on Maggie Smith. So Taylor Jennings will come in after the Winamac timeout.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. RTC Fiber Communications. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout North Central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank. Online at firstfederalbanking.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Welcome back to tonight's broadcast on RTC TV4. This is Tim Gerhart with my partner, the captain, Shay Caston. This is an interesting experience, Shay. You know, I've been reflecting on what it's like doing these broadcasts, and we're newbies. And it, you know, a lot of times it's like us just being able to talk about the game like we're sitting in the crowd. But you know, this is actually a test of patience because there's a lot of things that I would have normally said that I have had to refrain from.
We can't talk like we normally talk sitting in the crowd, but.
This is an exercise of restraint.
You know,
it's been an interesting game.
It's both ways here. I'm gonna try and be real nice here. There's been some calls both ways that maybe shouldn't have been made, but
they've been interesting.
Rochester's second attempt's no good. Lainey Joseph comes away with the rebound. She's gonna push it. Now backs it off. Finds Blake Bailey to Haley Sanders. Sanders dribbles inside and throws it off Taylor Jennings' foot. And there's a scramble for it and a jump ball. It looks like it's going to stay with the Lady Warriors. So a 7-point game here. Winamac 17, the Lady Zebras 10. 6 fouls for the Lady Warriors. And we're not even halfway through the third quarter yet. So
Rochester,
they got 3 fouls.
They got 3, okay.
So here's Lainey for 3. She got it. So they really, that's huge if Lainey can get hot. So Lainey Joseph for 3. That'll set up the Winamac press.
That's her first 3.
Rochester gets it into Macy Brown. Double team. She gets it away to Cammie Burkett. Burkett's pass is off the fingertips of Mercedes Brown.
Mercedes a little frustrated.
Yeah, she had her open. The pass was just a little high. Winamac gets it in. Blake Bailey now to Jillian Brum. Brum wants to get it to Lainey and finds her. Lainey Joseph into Brum. A little hook shot there, and she got it. That was a nice shot by Brum.
I'd like to see more of that hook shot.
Yeah.
It's kind of old school.
That was real old school. Rochester gets it in, and Burkett across to Brown. Easy layup. Found her that time. They've been looking for that play for a while and finally got it. Winamac's Blake Bailey brings it across the 10-second line. Lainey Joseph for 3. Nope, they're going to call it a long 2. Yep. Yeah, right call. He was right on it.
Yeah, I think her foot was on the line a little bit.
So Taylor Jennings comes up and defends Brown on that play. Long 3 by Macy Brown, no good. Fight for the rebound. Lainey Joseph comes away with it. They're going to get, is that Burkett for the foul maybe?
It's kind of a late call on that.
It was a late call. It's probably a no call. Probably should have been a no call there. We're all over these refs tonight.
Yeah, we'll have to think that one through after the broadcast.
Yeah. So Brum now bringing it up. She pushes it, backs it off, finds Blake Bailey. Burkett knocks the ball away. Bailey gets it back to Lainey, to Taylor Jennings, over to Jillian Brum. Little jump shot, got it. Was that 8 for Brum?
That's 6.
6?
Yep.
Ashley Keller's in the game for Winamac now. So McKee right underneath. Looks like Lainey might have altered that shot a little bit. Ashley Keller runs into Burkett, who steals it. Keller blocked it, and they're going to call her for a foul now.
Keller with the foul.
That's going to be Winnemac 7th foul.
Gabby Burkett at the line.
2.5 minutes left in the third quarter. The Rochester's already shooting. That could be huge. Burkett's first shot short. 26-12. The Lady Warriors ahead of the Lady Zebras. Burkett's second shot's up, and it's all hard off the backboard. Keller rebounds. They're going to call a jump ball. McKee got in there and tied her up. It's going to stay with Rochester here. Isabella inbound for the Lady Zebras. Having trouble getting it in, throws it right to Ashley Keller for the Warriors. Keller brings it up and throws it right to Burkett.
Looked like she was passing the ball
Yeah.
to Burkett.
There's a fight for it. It's off Lainey Joseph. It's gonna stay with Rochester. It's like Kendall Johnson, the 6-foot freshman, is gonna come in for Ashley Keller. So Rochester ball, Isabel inbounding. They're looking for McKee, guarded by Taylor Jennings. Looks like they're going to get Jennings for a foul.
Foul on Jennings.
So it'll be a 1-on-1 here.
McKee at the line.
It's a second on Taylor.
Yeah, McKee's first shot's getting ready here. It's up, and she got it. Nice looking shot.
It's 4 points for McKee tonight.
Yeah, she's played amazing defense, though, down low. Real disruptive down there, and she's got a real bright future. Her second shot's up, and she got it. So it's 26-14. Inbound goes to Kendall Johnson, guarded by Burkett. Freshman Johnson brings it up and gets it to Lainey Joseph. Lainey's going to find Blake Bailey. Finds Brum. Back to Kendall Johnson. Kendall's double team gets it out to Lainey. Lainey's going to shoot a three. Off the mark. Rochester rebound. So Macy Brown's going to bring it up now, guarded by Blake Bailey. Brown with a long three. It's going to be short, and they're going to get Blake Bailey for a foul.
She had to be 3 feet away from her when she took that shot,
Yeah.
didn't she?
Yeah, so I'm just going to watch the game here, I guess. I didn't see it. I'm sure there was contact. I didn't see it. I was watching the shot, but it's going to be Bailey's third. Oh, they called it after the shot, so it must have been on the box out.
That makes sense.
Taylor Jennings' shot for the Warriors, good. Nice shot by Taylor Jennings. We'll set up the press here. Find Isabel underneath the McKee. Layup, no good. Kendall Johnson comes away with the rebound. She's going to push it for the Warriors. Cut off, and it's going to be stolen by Burkett. Burkett up, and too far ahead. Isabel, good idea there. Just led her a little too much.
It's been about 7 or 8 of those for Rochester that they floated out there and they just missed them.
There has been. You know, they get half of those. It's a ball game.
Yes,
you know, wide open layups here, and I think Coach Jennings was just telling them that. The inbound for the Warriors comes into Laney. She gets it to Brum. Brum jump stops, finds Kendall Johnson. So they're going to slow it up here. There's Brum at the free throw line, back to Laney. Kendall Johnson with a three off the back of the rim. Jillian Brum with the rebound. Finds Haley Sanders. Sanders takes it inside. Nice move around McKee. Not much McKee could do there. And if she moved any, she would have got a foul.
That was awesome, actually.
That was a nice move. Lady Zebras with the ball. Macy Brown, the junior. Gonna find Burkett. Burkett's ball is knocked away by Haley Sanders. Macy Brown comes away with it, back up the court. Throws it between the legs of Peterson. It'll be Winamac ball. So 30-14 score. Winamac's up. 26 seconds left to go in the third quarter. It's been a long third quarter.
It's been an incredibly long third quarter.
Winamac has 9 fouls and Rochester has 4. Coach Croft's gonna have Laney back it off, and they're gonna go for the last shot here. So Laney's got the ball with 10 seconds left. Finds Kendall Johnson with Taylor Jennings back to Laney. Laney's gonna drive, little floater off the mark, rebound to Rochester, and that's the end of the third quarter. So the end of the third quarter, the Lady Warriors are up 30-14. You going to break?
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
Kniebel Insurance Agency of Royal Center, offering home, auto, farm, and commercial business insurance tailored to fit your custom needs. We are the smart insurance choice. Contact Kniebel Insurance today for your free quote. The Winamac Corner Deli. From daily lunch specials to full-service event catering, the Winamac Corner Deli offers a variety of mouth-watering sandwiches and entrees. Stop by today or reach out to us on Facebook. The Winamac Corner Deli, smoking good food.
Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production. This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. The lawyers and staff at Peterson, Wagoner & Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Welcome back to tonight's coverage of Winamac Rochester basketball with RTC TV4. This is Tim Gerhardt with my partner, the captain, Shay Caston. We got a score right now, Winamac 30, Zebras 14. The second half, I'd like to say it's been all Winamac, but it's still been rough basketball through the third quarter, Shay.
It's been real rough. I think Winamac just got called for another foul. I think that's going to be their 10th team foul.
Foul on Brum.
It's going to be Brum's.
Peterson at the line.
It's only Brum's second. Yeah, just a real sloppy game by the Warriors, and Rochester's played great defense.
Coming out to start the second half, I was surprised to see Rochester giving up on the press. That press seemed to really work well for them in the first half.
It did. And, you know, their zone's given Winamac some fits. We've broke it a little bit, but Kendall Johnson, she's going to be fouled by Burkett. But yeah, it's been kind of hard to watch, but you know, that's about all I can say there without getting myself in trouble. So Kendall Johnson's first shot's up and no good. So you said that's a wind sprint, right?
That's a wind sprint for the entire team. Yep.
Okay.
Turnovers and missed free throws equal wind sprints.
Okay. So McKee back in the game for the Lady Zebras. She's played a real nice game down low.
Yes, she has. Yep.
Kendall's second shot's up, and she got it. So 31-14 now. Lady Warriors up. And they'll set the zone up, or the press up. Looking to trap. Burkett with the ball. Finds, I think that's Peterson over there. She's going to shoot a wide open three and off the mark. Lainey Joseph comes away with the rebound. They're going to call a foul on Burkett.
Foul on Burkett.
Looks like Burkett disagreed with that.
Looked to me like Brown was a little bit closer to the activity, but
yeah, I can't say as I disagree with her. So Brum inbounds to Kendall. Kendall's going to find Haley Sanders. Oh, there's a kick. Looks like Macy Brown kicked the ball. Sanders was trying to get it over to Kendall Johnson.
Sanders, a real good soccer player. You kind of wonder if Brown maybe she's a soccer player too.
Yeah,
maybe like pretty good reflexes.
Yeah, they play soccer against each other maybe. So Laney thought about three, takes a dribble and pulls up, and she's off the mark. Rochester rebounds. Macy Brown's going to bring it up, and she just dribbles it out of bounds. This will be Winamac ball. Kendall Johnson to inbound. Finds Laney, far side, up to Jillian Brum. Jillian Brum's going to dribble it out and get it back to Laney Joseph. Winamac seems to be taking their time a little bit here. Laney with the threes off the mark. Rebound comes away with Brum. Back to Joseph. Joseph over to Haley Sanders. Sanders tries to find Maggie Smith, knocked away by Macy Brown. Burkett comes away with it. So Macy Brown will bring it up. Another wide open three off the mark. Peterson shot that. And here comes Laney Joseph. She's wanting to push it. Finds Jillian Brum. Nice pass. Nice pass there by Laney. Jillian Brum was wide open. Oh, they're going to get Laney Joseph with a foul. So Coach Croft doesn't agree with that call.
Yeah, I don't think he just wished the referee happy Thanksgiving.
I don't think so either. So I kind of feel like they let them play pretty rough the first half, Tim, and in the second half they were trying to maybe get it under control. And
I'm guessing that's probably the case too. They're just having trouble doing it.
Yeah. Both of those are good for the Lady Zebras, and
it's going to be 5 points for Macy Brown on the night.
Okay. Yeah, Macy's ran the point. She's done a good job. There's Brum for the Lady Warriors, and she got another one. She's hot tonight. They're finding her in that zone, and she's making them pay.
That's 10 points for Jillian.
She the leading scorer, probably close.
That requires me to count.
Okay, sorry. We'll worry about
right now.
We'll worry about that later. Lady Zebra's shot's no good. Rebound comes off to Kendall Johnson. Laney Joseph finds Maggie Smith, who finds Haley Sanders. No, but Laney gets the board.
Hey, check that. She is the leading scorer right now with 10 points for
Okay. Macy Brown's shot's no good. Haley Sanders comes away with the rebound. They're going to get Maggie Smith with a foul. They're going to get her with a push. That's going to be her fifth.
That does it for Maggie tonight.
That was way behind the play. I don't know what was going on down there. The ball was clear at the other end of the floor, and it looked like there was two tangled up there. I didn't see it.
Coach Croft.
Yeah, he's getting an explanation here.
Pleasantries with the official.
So Blake Bailey will come back in.
I think he just, Coach Croft may have just exchanged addresses so they could send Christmas cards to each other.
I bet that's what he did. I think you're right there. So Blake Bailey comes into the game for Maggie Smith, who fouled out. So Rochester ball is at, who's that over there? Looks like, I don't know who that is. Their numbers are all mixed up here. So Laney gets the rebound up to Haley Sanders, misses a wide open layup, but Kendall Johnson's there to clean it up. Sanders kind of laughing at herself here. So Winamac gets the press going. And they're going to call a foul. Is that going to be on Bailey?
Or Kendall. That's going to be on Bailey.
Coach Croft's Coach Croft and the referee are still talking with each other here.
So this is the 6th game, and Coach Croft has not got a technical yet. But he may be pushing it just a little.
He's not yelling. I mean, he's being quiet about it, but the first free throw is up and good for Rochester. So Peterson's second attempt here is up and no good. Yeah, that's got to be a foul. Who'd they call that on?
Should have been. I think it was Laney. How many is that on her?
I don't know. I thought it was. Oh, okay. I thought it was on McKee over there. No, that's 5 on Laney. I thought McKee was way over the back there. Way over the back there, and I didn't even see Laney in the play. Oh wow. Okay.
The cheer block getting pretty cranked up for
yeah.
Winamac.
This is pretty out of control. The referees have got this pretty out of control here. I mean, first shot's no good for McKee.
She's had trouble at the line tonight, Shay.
Yeah. So her second one's going up here. Now the ref's gonna have a little talk with everybody down there before. All right. Second shot's up and it's good. So Burkett's gonna come back into the game. There's gonna be a timeout.
This is Old You. And this is Now You.
Clive wears his fire hat and coat in the wind.
Things change. Your insurance should too. Talk to an Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent. And now you can stop knocking on wood.
Welcome back to tonight's coverage of the Winamac Warriors versus the Rochester Zebras with RTC TV4. This is Tim Gerhart with my partner, the captain, Shay Caston. We got a score right now, Winamac 37-18. Winamac's got more than 10 fouls, I believe, in the second half.
Yeah, I'd say they're pushing 15 if they don't have 15.
Yep, this has been a high fouling affair. Laney Joseph and Maggie Smith just taken out of the game with their 5th fouls.
Two key players.
Absolutely. We got a 19-point difference with 4 minutes and 15 seconds left.
You know, you hate to get on the refs because they have a hard job to do, but
tonight it's been harder for them than usual.
It has been. You know, I'm trying to be real nice here. The Winamac's ball, Blake Bailey with the ball. Gets it to Kendall Johnson. Kendall's going to find Ashley Keller. Keller's back in the game. Finds Jillian Brum, who's going to pull up. Strong, but she gets her own rebound. Blake Bailey now finds Sanders. Sanders to Kendall Johnson, guarded by McKee. So
slowing the game down a little bit here.
So Sanders needs to get rid of it. She did. So Blake Bailey's got the ball back. Well, they're going to get Macy Brown with a foul. And another cheap one there. I don't know that Macy fouled her. It's going to be Brown's 3rd.
Coach Jennings doing a good job of composing himself.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to be getting quite as frustrated.
So that's going to put Winamac in the bonus there. And Brum's first shot rattles around, and she got it. So it looks like Mercedes Brown's going to come back in for the Lady Zebras. Brum's second shot's up, and she got it. So both of them rattled around, but they went in. The Winamacs called their press off a little bit here. They can't afford to get any more fouls. The player down for Rochester looks like she might have rolled her ankle. Oh, yeah, she's hurt.
Is that Peterson?
Yeah, so they're gonna have to call a timeout here. So officials timeout. I think she just stepped on her ankle wrong and rolled it. She's in some pain. I'm gonna get her to the bench here. So we'll stay with Rochester. So Macy Brown inbounds, finds Burkett, back to Brown. Brown now dribbles to the center court. Turns around, throws it away, right at Coach Jennings there. So Brum inbounds for the Lady Warriors. Haley Sanders with the ball, finds Kendall Johnson. Kendall Johnson's gonna slow it up. Finds Ashley Keller. Keller dribbles into traffic. There's a tie-up. They call a jump ball. It's going to go back to Rochester.
Just under 3 minutes to go here in the game. 21-point lead by Winamac, 39-18.
So Macy Brown brings the ball up for the Lady Zebras. Dribbling, can't find anything here. Haley Sanders, good defense by Sanders. Find McKee down low. Jillian Brum holding her ground. They're going to get a double dribble on McKee. Great defense by Jillian Brum. She's a little undersized down there, and she's had a great game. So here it comes. They're getting close to a 5-second. Coach Croft calls a timeout.
We're going to jump over for a word from one of our sponsors.
At Co-Alliance, we understand the importance of community. After all, we've been farmer-owned since the 1920s. And now that we're a part of your community, we want to become your total agronomy solutions provider. Co-Alliance offers the latest in ag technology for your operation. From field scouting and fertilizers to premium seed and precision agriculture, we can help take your operation to the next level. Put the resources of your local cooperative to work. Contact Co-Alliance today.
Welcome back to tonight's coverage of Winamac Rochester basketball. This is Tim Gerhardt with my partner, the captain, Shay Caston. Winamac up right now 39-18 with 2 minutes 37 seconds to go. I feel like this last 2 minutes and 37 seconds could be an eternity or it could go quick, Shay.
Well, if we keep, you know, there's a foul there. They're going to get Isabel, but I mean, that's just two girls going after the ball as far as, you know.
Yep. Yeah, it didn't look like.
You know, they both hit the deck. Nothing intentional, but just two girls playing hard there, and Blake Bailey's going to go to the line for a 1-and-1. Her first strong off the board. McKee with the rebound. Finds Isabel there. She's going to back it off and get it to Macy Brown. Macy
Blake
Brown
on the ground again.
Yeah. They're going to get a travel. Burkett was looking for McKee and couldn't quite find her and traveled there. Rochester still pressing. They're going to get Blake Bailey with a push.
Foul on Bailey.
That's gonna be Bailey's fifth. So we've got 3 starters fouled out now.
Got three JV kids on the bench waiting to come in.
Yeah.
They're ready to go. 21-point game. They're probably about time for them to come in.
Oh,
anyway.
wow. So they're going to get Kendall Johnson with a foul that time, I think.
I think this might be a long 2.5 minutes.
Yes, I think you're right. I don't think Coach Croft knows what to say at this point.
He just wants to get out of here with a win and move on, I think.
McKee's first shot's up and good. To the second attempt for McKee coming here, and she got it. So She continues to play good. So Ashley Keller with the ball for the Warriors. Gets it to Haley Sanders. Sanders going to drive, find Taylor Jennings. Nice layup there. Nice pass, nice shot. So Winamac beat the press that time.
That's 6 points for Taylor
Yeah,
tonight.
Taylor's played good. She's got a lot of minutes, especially in the first half. Isabel driving. Throws up a shot, no good. McKee right there for the rebound. Put back.
McKee answers with 2.
So Ashley Keller with the ball. She's going to dribble. Brings it across the 10-second line. She's going to go all the way. They're going to call a charge on Ashley Keller. McKee had real good position there and didn't move that time.
I think it's the second charge that McKee's taken tonight.
Yeah, that was good. The last one she kind of stepped back on and got called for the block. That time she learned her lesson. That time she stayed put and got the charge. Haley Sanders knocks the ball away. Haley Sanders is all over her. And there's
Haley talking to the official there.
They're gonna get Haley. They're gonna get Haley with the foul. It's gonna be her third. So that's pretty good for Haley.
That's really good for Haley. 3 girls foul out, and none of them's Haley.
Yeah.
I think she's done well.
Macy Brown's first attempts up and no good.
Macy with 5 points on the night. She's kind of struggled tonight a little bit.
But you know, she's ran the point really well.
She handles the ball very good.
Yeah. So they're gonna give Macy Brown a break here. So she's done a real nice job at the point. Well, comes into Kendall Johnson. Kendall Johnson's gonna push it up floor. Stops. Find Haley Sanders. Sanders gonna hold it.
I think McKee was just sitting there saying, "Go ahead, I'm gonna take a charge again."
Yeah, and I believe she would. So Jillian Brum has the ball knocked away. She gets it back. Rochester's, they're not quitting. I'll give them that. So Winamac's gonna slow it up here. Brum with the ball. They're gonna get Mercedes Brown for the foul here. So Brum will go to the line. There's that. He keeps saying Rogers. Maybe we've been saying it wrong the whole game.
We've probably been saying lots of things wrong.
All right. My program says Mercedes Brown, so I have to apologize for that.
The only downside of doing that is it might ruin your chances with ESPN, but you know, keep your hopes alive, Shay. It's all right.
Brum's first attempt's up and good. So there's a little mix-up here with the numbers and the names that I have versus what.
I wonder if somebody did that to us on purpose.
Actually. I bet they're trying to mess with us.
I'm pretty sure it's a conspiracy, Shay.
What we're seeing and what the announcer here is seeing are two different things. So they're gonna get. It looks like they're gonna get Kendall Johnson with a little foul there.
He didn't like the way she was standing there.
So that's going to be Kendall's second real quick here, and it looks like we're going to have Kingsley Croft and so that's Shaylin Compton and Kaya Campbell coming in for the Lady Warriors. So Taylor Jennings will exit, Haley Sanders, and Jillian Brown. So 50 seconds left here in the game. Winamac up 43-23. Cammie Burkett at the line. Misses the shot. McKee comes away with the rebound and the point. Kendall Johnson now with the ball. She's going to drive it up court. Gets it across the line, backs it out.
That's 12 points for McKee on
Yeah,
that.
she's played real good. Kaya Campbell with the ball to Kingsley Croft. The freshman looks to drive. Finds Kaya Campbell. Campbell back to Kingsley. Kingsley looking, finds Kendall Johnson. Kendall does a real nice job handling the ball for a 6-footer. You know.
Now my scorecard says she's 6'3", Shay.
Well, they always add there. Shaylin Compton with the ball, back out to Kendall.
That'll wrap up tonight's contest between the Rochester Zebras and the Winamac Lady Warriors. Final score of 43-25. Let's jump over to one of our sponsors.
This is Old You. And this is Now You. Things change. Your insurance should too. Talk to an Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent, and now you can stop knocking on wood.
At Co-Alliance Propane, we treat our customers like neighbors because, well, that's what we are. When you trust Co-Alliance Propane as your seriously local propane provider, you're trusting a team of professionals who live, work, and watch the game from right across the county, not the country. A team that's close by and seriously dedicated to your safety and providing the best service possible. Find out more about Co-Alliance Propane's seriously local service and how you can get 50 gallons of propane free at coalliancepropane.com.
Welcome back to tonight's coverage, the post-game wrap-up. This is Tim Gearhart with my partner, the captain, Shay Caston. Interesting game tonight, Shay. The first half was pretty amazing. I'm really kind of at a loss for words. First half, for the majority of the first half, there were more fouls than points on the game. Both teams were pressing and playing hard. Really just an interesting, chaotic style of basketball. Second half, Winamac, it just turned into all Winamac in terms of they finally got their offense cooking. We got a lot of offensive production out of Jillian Brum. Laney started to hit her shots. It started looking like the Winamac that we're a little bit more familiar with. What are your thoughts on the game tonight, Shay?
Well, yeah, like you said, the first half was all defense. No, I mean, we can sit here and say it was sloppy, but you got to give the defenses some credit. You know, they both played real hard and real good. The second half was a lot of fouls also. I think the first half was very physical, and the second half the referees tried to calm that down a little bit, and I don't think the players got the memo. So it was an interesting game. Rochester played hard. I was really impressed with their point guard, Macy Brown, and their center McKee played real good. So.
Absolutely. Well, it looks like Coach Cross going to come over here for a quick post-game chat. Coach Croft, welcome to the broadcast tonight. That was an interesting contest tonight.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're not focused. You just don't hit any shots. I mean, we couldn't hit shots all night. You know, give credit to Rochester. They played hard.
That first half was a defensive game, both sides of the court, both teams pressing the whole time. Had trouble penetrating against the 2-3 zone for some reason. Just something in the girls' head tonight.
Yeah, it's just a lack of focus. You know, I probably seen it coming this week with Thanksgiving and that. The practices, we just I mean, Friday wasn't a good practice. This morning I thought we were a little better, but they just got to focus. I mean, always take a win by 18 or 20 points, whatever, and just not be your top game. But
about midway through the second quarter, there were more collective fouls on the scoreboard than there were collective points. And I know I went on about it for quite some time, and I finally had to quit talking about it. But I had never seen that deep into a game, that many fouls versus points. Both teams had trouble scoring.
Yeah, it was officiated like a wide dribbler game. I mean, this is high school basketball. You need to be able to have a little contact. You know, they had a guard that was pushing off all the time. We're not going to back down, so they just never caught on to it, and move on. We're not going to have. We're going to run into that on the road, so we just got to move on.
Absolutely. Yep, you got to keep your girls focused. I saw you passing pleasantries with multiple officials tonight, and I told Shay I figured that you were probably exchanging addresses so you could send him Christmas cards, but yeah. he didn't think that was the case.
Yeah, you bet. We'll leave it at that.
Hey, Coach Croft, I appreciate you coming up tonight. The girls were fun to watch. It was chaotic, but you know what? It was fun. It was fun basketball.
Yeah, so. That's what I told them. Hey, you win by 15 or 18, 20 points, and you don't play your best game. I mean, we missed easy shots. So, I mean, we'll move on.
Have you been tallying up the wind sprints that are going to come from tonight's game?
I'm sure we'll run a little bit.
I think there's going to be some wind sprints in your future.
Yeah,
huh?
we got to get some of that turkey and stuffing out of them.
Anything you want to say as we wrap up, Coach?
I appreciate RTC TV4 doing this. You know, you and Shay doing this, and Colin. You know, student bodies over there pretty loud again. You know, hopefully we get some more fans in the bleachers here over the next couple games, and we're going to hit a long road stretch here. So appreciate what you guys are doing.
Awesome. Coach Croft, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in tonight for RTC TV4's broadcast of the Winamac Lady Warriors versus the Rochester Zebras.